King Charles reportedly made the decision to evict Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage so problems with the Sussexes and Prince Andrew can be put to bed following his coronation in May. It emerged on Tuesday that Harry and Meghan had been issued notice to leave the five-bedroom mansion within the Windsor estate. The plans are understood to have been backed by Queen Consort Camilla and the Prince and Princess of Wales, but a number of non-working royals are said to be dismayed with the King's decision. They reportedly include the Prince Andrew and his two daughters Beatrice and Eugenie. A source told The Sun, Charles wanted to start after his coronation with the issues of Harry and Meghan and Andrew put to bed. The situation has dragged on far too long and he wanted to act decisively and quickly. The Sussexes are understood to have been informed just 24 hours after the release of bombshell memoir Spare, with sources close to the couple describing the decision as a cruel punishment. The Duke of York is reportedly set to move into the vacant cottage, following a promise from his brother that he would not leave him homeless. Prince Andrew may even have been offered the keys to Frogmore last week. Andrew is said to be resisting the move, but it is said that Harry and Meghan will be forced to leave the cottage and fully complete their relocation to the US irrespective of whether he moves in. It comes as Sussex's cheerleader Omid Scobie has claimed Harry and Meghan have now been left without a home in the UK where they will be safe. Scobie, a royal author who penned the Sussexes biography, also argued that, although Harry and Meghan travel with a private security team, Frogmore Cottage's location within the security perimeter of the Windsor estate meant it was the only place in the UK they could feel truly safe, given they were deprived of dedicated royal protection. An insider told Scobie, "It all feels very final and like a cruel punishment. It's like, the family want to cut them out of the picture for good." Harry and Meghan have until early summer to vacate. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the couple said, "We can confirm the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been requested to vacate their residence at Frogmore Cottage." The Sussexes do not have access to any other royal residences and do not own another home in the UK, the eviction effectively sealing their commitment to move to the US full-time. His Majesty initially gave his son and daughter-in-law weeks to pack up their grace and favour British home in the grounds of Windsor Castle after Harry released his memoirs. But now they have at least until after the coronation in May, a friend of the couple has claimed. A source told Page Six that Britain's monarch started the eviction process on January 11, the day after Spare had its global release. The Sussexes have reportedly started planning how to move their belongings to California, including an ornate ottoman bench and a chaise longue from the home they lived in until Megxit and stayed at following the Queen's death last September. Incredibly, Charles has reportedly offered the keys to Frogmore to Harry's disgraced uncle Prince Andrew. who is apparently resisting because he wants to stay in his larger Windsor Royal Lodge, where he pays a reported £250 a week for a state-subsidised 30-room mansion complete with 98 acres of land and a swimming pool. Mr. Scobie has said that at least 2 members of the royal family are appalled. He does not name them, but the Sussexes are known to be close to Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. Royal sources have declared, "This spells the end of Harry and Meghan's time in the UK." In 2020 there were reports that most of their belongings were removed when they emigrated. Despite the news from Britain, Harry and Meghan were happy last night as they pitched up at Hollywood hotspot San Vicente Bungalows, the top private club and eatery in Los Angeles for A-list actors, music stars and studio executives. Hours later, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert released a new clip with Harry, filmed in New York a month ago, where he answered quick-fire questions about his life. In a question about the afterlife, Harry said he believes that humans are reincarnated as animals when they die and he wants to be an elephant. He also nodded to his departure from the royal family when asked to describe the rest of his life in 5 words, replying, "Freedom, happiness, clarity, space, love." He also laughed when Colbert admitted that after reading Spare he hates the royal family, saying, "I am reading this book and thinking, get them Harry." Colbert said his wife loves the royals after spending time in the UK, to which Harry replied, "Wonderful." The Duke of Sussex took part in a quick-fire question-and-answer session called the Colbert Questionnaire with the chat show host, in a segment that wasn't originally aired with the rest of his discussion about Spare. Harry revealed in the 8.5-minute clip that he thinks humans are reincarnated as animals when they die, and that if he got to choose what to become, he would pick an elephant. He also nodded to his departure from the royal family when asked to describe the rest of his life in 5 words, to which he replied, "Freedom, happiness, clarity, space, love." Other answers included him declaring cockpit when asked if he prefers a window or aisle seat. Gladiator was revealed as his favorite action movie, while he also told the story of asking England's World Cup-winning rugby team for autographs while they were naked, with their willies hanging out. Last night Page 6 in the U.S. showed the Sussexes arriving at San Vicente Bungalows. Harry got out of the car first wearing fairly casual clothes, wearing a grey cardigan, blue t-shirt and blue shoes. His actress wife was far more dressed up, wearing tight black leather trousers, black high heels, a dark cardigan and carrying a black clutch bag. San Vincent Bungalows bans mobile phones, meaning nobody can take pictures of the A-listers, but one insider who saw them said they were in extremely good spirits. Another source claimed that despite his book hitting their personal popularity, Harry is delighted with it. The insider said, Harry said he was really happy about the success of the book and the reaction to it. He said he had no regrets about any of the revelations, and he's relieved to have got his story out into the world. There's been an amazing reaction to it. Prince Harry is already planning to add at least one new chapter to the paperback version, out later this year or early next, when the hardcover sales have ended. But back in the UK, it is claimed that the book moved Charles to kick them out of Frogmore Cottage, even though they have several years left on the lease. Buckingham Palace issued an eviction notice to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex days after Harry's memoir Spare, in which he made a series of sensational claims against the royal family, hit UK shelves in January, according to The Sun. The newspaper claims that the palace wants to replace the pair with the disgraced Duke of York, who currently lives at much larger royal lodge. Prince Andrew may even have been offered the keys to Frogmore last week. Andrew is said to be resisting the move, but it is said Harry and Meghan will be forced to leave the cottage, their only remaining home in the UK, and fully complete their relocation to the US irrespective of whether Andrew moves in. The revelation comes with preparations for King Charles' coronation in May well underway amid speculation that Prince Harry may not receive an invitation. Mail Online has contacted Buckingham Palace and Prince Harry's representatives for comment.